Tonight, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy leaving the White House early and empty-handed after a stunning shouting match in the Oval Office.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
Barely an hour before, the visit had started with a cordial handshake, a joke, and kind words.
It's an honor to have President Zelenskyy of Ukraine, and we've been working very hard, very close.
Both leaders had planned to sign a deal giving the U.S. access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals, designed to pay back the U.S. for billions of dollars in aid, seen as a crucial step for a possible broader peace deal between Ukraine and Russia.
I think that President Trump on our side.
But Zelenskyy also disagreed with Trump, arguing the U.S. must offer security guarantees in any ceasefire deal.
That's why we will never accept just ceasefire. It will not work without security guarantees.
Soon, the meeting took a sharp turn when Vice President Vance mentioned talks with Russian President Putin.
The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy.
That word, diplomacy, prompted Zelenskyy to interject that Putin had broken a ceasefire before.
What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
The exchange devolved quickly.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you?
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me. That wasn't with me. Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
The argument that would typically unfold behind closed doors, escalating in front of cameras. This was the reaction from Ukraine's ambassador.
The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that.
Minutes later, a White House official tells NBC News that Zelenskyy was asked to leave, a private lunch and joint press conference canceled. The president posting Zelenskyy disrespected the United States of America in its cherished Oval Office.
And I would say it didn't work out exactly great from his standpoint. I think he very much overplayed his hand. That was not a man that wanted to make peace.
Late today, Zelenskyy responding.
I'm very thankful to Americans for all your support. You did a lot. I'm thankful to President Trump and to Congress bipartisan support.
Here in Washington, Republicans are saying the president stood up for America, while Democrats are calling this an utter embarrassment. Tonight, it's not at all clear when or even if Trump and Zelenskyy will speak again. Lester?
All right, Gabe Gutierrez, thank you. Now to Richard Engel, who has reaction to the stunning moment in Ukraine and Europe. Richard, what are you hearing there?
Well, Lester, the world just watched as President Trump humiliated Volodymyr Zelenskyy in the White House. Zelenskyy was there to sign this mineral agreement. He was going there after having been insulted by President Trump for a week. Nonetheless, he went there, he was ready to sign, and things quickly devolved. The White House saying it was because of Zelenskyy's attitude. He's getting some support from Europe. Russia is celebrating with a senior official saying that finally Zelenskyy got a slapdown. Zelenskyy tonight in an interview says he still wants those security guarantees from Washington. President Trump has made it clear he does not want to give them, that asking them is overplaying his hand. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.